morning everyone, welcome back to our morning show. Today our guest is very beautiful. She is from Jaipur, Rajasthan and she is a psychologist. So let's welcome our guest Bharvi. Hi Bharvi, how are you?
Hi Samreen, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good and welcome to our morning show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Bharvi, tell us about yourself.
My name is Bharvi Khatri and I'm a psychologist, a naturopath and a life coach.
Wow.
And I've done multiple other things also, but that would be too long to mention here. But currently I'm practicing as a psychologist over here and I work online. I work with a hospital named Patnaham Hospital. And I had been living in Abu Dhabi for a very long time. Actually, I'm in Gulf for like the last 14 years. We have been moving around in Gulf. I was in Muscat for some time. Then we moved to Abu Dhabi. Then we moved back to India. Then we moved back to Abu Dhabi. It's a long journey.
Wow. So why did you choose psychology as your career?
It's a very beautiful journey and very interesting. See, when I moved to Muscat, I would like to tell that I have done, Master of Fine Arts in my college days in sculpture. But when we moved, I got married and I moved to Muscat, and there was, not a lot many avenues for me over there to pursue. And then I got my kid and I was busy. And see, before marriage, I was very career oriented and
everybody is
exactly. Yeah. So I didn't focus on cooking or taking care of the child, and the new, things were coming up in my life. So I decided, okay, let me focus on my child and family and learn how to cook and all those things. And I was doing all those things. But then my daughter got, a little big, and then I had a son. Again, I was like, what to do now? And I started a small scale business in Abu Dhabi of Rajasthani stuff. But I was not satisfied, that it was not my true calling, that I'm not doing something which I really want to do. And I was constantly searching what is that which will give me, satisfaction on a personal level and professional level as well. And you can say luckily or unluckily, we moved back to India. It was, because of some reasons.
Yeah.
And there I got the opportunity because I'm into yoga. I do a lot of yoga and all.
Wow.
But it happens, you are not able to do it, and you need a company. So I went to Prakritik Chikitsalaya, that is in Jaipur. I went there to join the yoga. And then somebody said, why don't you do NDDY, that is a naturopathy course, diploma in naturopathy and yoga. Okay, so I joined that course. And I didn't know what I was into. I didn't know much about it. But I started doing, and that was for 3.5 years course. I was going there regularly, enjoying and everything. Suddenly, one of my lecturers were there. And he was giving some talks and all. And he said, why don't you come to our clinic and, you come to our hospital and we will discuss how we can, you can do an internship over there. From there I went to meet him and everything, and he said okay. And then I started doing internship and I started taking training on Ayurveda, the Panchkarma therapy and all, and naturopathy I was practicing. So the doctor observed that how I deal with the patients, and he found that I should pursue psychology. He's the one who asked me. I said, okay, fine. And I joined a master's in psychology.
Okay.
And as I was studying also, at the same time, I was practicing, because I was looking at the patients as a naturopath and, that Panchkarma therapy and all those things I was doing. So gradually I was gaining the experience and studying simultaneously. And that's how I entered into psychology, and then he made me do the PG device also, that is a post graduation in yogic science.
Okay.
So there I learned. So these are all interconnected,
Yeah.
and I never thought in my wildest dream also that I would be doing this thing. So naturopathy and then yoga and then psychology. When I have come into psychology, I can tell you that this is my true calling. And I can feel, okay, this is what I wanted to do. Because you feel I have a nature of natural empathy is there in me, and I feel very satisfied when you're
sometimes you don't know.
Exactly, and sometimes you don't know that this is what you want to do, but life takes you towards that. So it has been very satisfying, and yes, these days
how your journey started.
It started, and it has started now.
So who is your inspiration and who motivates you?
My mother.
your mother? How?
Yeah, actually she's no more right now, but even if she's not there, she motivates me still. She was a working woman and she was a businesswoman actually, and how she took care of us. We were three kids, and how she took care of the business, and she raised us really well. My sister is doing really well in her life, and so as my brother. So I give the credit to her. She gave us all these qualities in us, so that today we are standing strong. And whenever I feel that I won't be able to do is too much, kids responsibility, husbands and the clients and the patients and the talks, too much is going on. If I feel that this is too much, I just look up to her. How did she manage? She did more than what I'm doing right now, and she was a very, very strong lady.
She's a very
Very strong lady.
Strong lady and a good mother.
Yes.
So this Bharvi name is, it's a very unique name. I never heard this. What's the meaning of this name?
Yeah, actually the meaning of the word is protected by God.
Oh,
Okay, and Bharvi was a Sanskrit poet.
all right.
Also.
All right. So, what parts of your work do you enjoy most or least?
Okay, I enjoy the most when, see this, I will tell you, I love a lot, to read. Since childhood, I'm into books and reading a lot and writing a lot. That's my passion.
Wow.
So when I'm talking to a person, when a client comes to me, I don't see them as a patient or a client. I see a story, and it's so beautiful that they unfold. They just open up to you, and it's so beautiful, that they're trusting you and expressing their feelings and whatever difficulties they are having. It really satisfies me. So that's the best part, when I'm able to understand someone and make them feel heard, and when I can empower them. That's the best part of my profession. Least when 1 hour you take the session and 2 hours you have to write about their cases.
Wow.
So you have to type a lot, you have to write in detail. Although I enjoy it, but it takes a lot of time.
So, who was your favorite writer?
Writer, Paulo Coelho.
So, now we'll talk about questions related to your profession. Okay. Suppose कोई patient आपके पास आया who is in depression.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, what I heard, and we all know that in depression, meditation works really well. But हर कोई ना meditation करता, ना ही हर कोई doctor visit करता.
Yes.
So in that situation, if someone, especially ladies who are at home, if they are in depression because of some financial issues, because of their marriage, anything, if a person is in depression, what he or she can do at home to get out of this?
First thing is that we have to know exactly that whether they are in depression or not. A lot of times, that people use it very casually. Okay, I am depressed,
Yes.
So there is a proper way to diagnose. There are different scales which we use. For example, we use HAMD, that is Hamilton scale of depression. So what even if they are into depression, what is the scale? If
this particular test, or
yes, it's a scale. We ask a lot of questions in that, based on the answers which are numbered, and the scoring which comes, the final scoring.
Okay.
We decide whether the person is depressed or not. If depressed, then what is the scale of the depression?
Okay.
Based on that, we plan the treatment. Okay.
So what are the treatments? The medications, or is a therapy? What?
Yes, see, if as I told you, first you have to decide on what is the scale. If the scale is too high, they have to take the medications and all. Then we will decide the therapy simultaneously. Only medicine will not work, only psychology, the therapies will not work in that case. But in case, the scale is not very high, then I always prefer that they should not go on medication, because if once they are on the medication, it's really becomes a habit sometimes, and it's not good for the body. Used to that thing. Because I have patients who had been taking medicines for a very, very long time, and they say once we stop, we are back to square one. So gradually we just wean them from the medicines if such cases are there. But in extreme cases, because their mental state, because depression is not only psychosomatic, it is neurons are there. It is a very somatic problem as well. So people ignore that part. So if it is that one, if it is related to neurons, then you have to take the medicines. No other option.
So how depression comes? Like it's because of stress, or it's natural, something there in your brain, neuro, related to a neuro thing?
Yes.
So how it comes?
Yes, see, they say there are multiple causes. Because if I go that, we'll go too deep into that, but I will give you just, general idea that in psychology we say core beliefs, the environment which you were brought up in. See, if in the given same situation is there, okay, like, for example, if I'm running late from some, important work, if my mental status is fine, there is no problem in, I don't have cognitive distortions, or my core belief is very strong that I'm capable enough. I will be okay, fine, I'm late, I will just tell you, okay, I got late, I had some work, or the traffic was there, XYZ. Because my core belief is very strong, I believe in myself that I'm capable enough. But if your core belief, which develops in childhood, or the experiences which you have over a period of in your life, so if your core belief is that I'm not capable enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not unlovable, or XYZ, whatever your core belief is, then from that perception you will feel, oh my God, I'm late. Oh God, it's gone. My boss will, just fire me right now.
Confidence.
No confidence. And if that actually happens, the cycle will start. Okay, see, I told you, yeah. So these, I'm just a very rough example in giving you, but if your experiences, as in psychology, we say everything starts with the thought. So how your thoughts are developing, what kind of people you're interacting with, what are you reading, what are you watching. Social media is influencing people these days so much. So it has a huge impact. So what are you seeing on social media? What kind of friends you have? So it all starts like that. And your question was very, very important when you asked, and I really liked it. And I really focus on that part that, these days ladies are, facing all these, psychological issues these days, and they don't address. The reason being, they always say, my children are more important, or my husband is more important, I will take care of myself, later. They are never in the priority that when will they do it. So they never think. So that's a very important question, and I would say that these days, ladies, they don't realize what potential they have inside them. They feel very ignored. They feel they have taken for granted, and their self-love is not there in them.
And what will be the result of this?
Result of,
like, if they are ignoring themselves, or they are not focusing on themselves.
See, lot of issues are coming because they are getting into depression or anxiety. Their health, because all these things are psychosomatic symptoms. Whatever is there in your mind, it will be coming in your body as well. So they are ignoring their physical and mental health as
also
well.
Affect their hormones.
Because of the hormones also you can have depression. If you are into perimenopausal symptoms are there, if you are into premenopause stage, or you are into menopause or post-menopause also, women have to face a lot of things. And what happens, a women's mental and physical health is important because her mental health is getting transferred to her children as well. So she should take it on the priority that I'm also important. So this is, I have created a trust also named Panacea, which through which we are working on the women empowerment. We work on other issues as well, like education and all, but women empowerment is one of the main topics as well, that we want to see. I'm not talking about a layman, I'm talking about well-read ladies, well-read, educated, especially in Gulf. They are coming, they are so educated, and they were doing career-wise very well in their own country, XYZ country they are coming from, but here they are not able to pursue. So the depression starts there also, that you see, I was doing so much and here I'm not able to do anything. So that really affects them a lot.
Correct. So what, how psychology and psychiatric is different? Both are same or it's different?
No, it's totally different. Different. Simple thing I will say, that the psychiatrists, they work on medicines. They give medicines. Of course, they have the knowledge of psychology and all those DSM-5 and all those knowledge they have, but they are more into medicine. Psychology is about therapy, and therapy, counseling, they are different, but psychologists, they work on that ways. It's more of a talk therapy.
So Bharvi, tell me one thing. Koi aisa time when you try to deal with a patient who refused to express their feelings and emotion with you, what did you do to make them comfortable?
Yes, I'm lucky enough in this case. Mostly patients,
But this happens, no?
It happens with a lot of people, and in my talks also, when I'm giving the talks, a lot of psychologists are there, and this is a very common question they also ask. A lot of times the patient is not in that mental, really sorry, that mental state that they are not, able to speak. Even if they want to, they are not, because they have the barriers, and I will not be understood or anything. Mostly it doesn't happen with me. But one time, one patient had come. She was 65 years old, and she was taking treatment for the last 25 years.
My God.
Of in all over the India, she had been to psychiatrists, psychologists, and everything. And when she reached me, 25 years she was taking medicines. She didn't utter a single word.
Oh my God.
A single word. Only her husband was speaking. Because look at her mental state. She has reached that point that she doesn't want to speak only at all. And there was no expression also. Sometimes you see the expression in the patient, no? They look sad, or anxiety is there, or disheartened, or anything, any emotion. That lady was emotionless in her expression. She had reached that point.
My God.
So such cases are really tough to handle. So in that case, no, I will not jump into the thing that, okay, tell me what is your problem. I usually don't do that actually. Whenever the client is coming, I try to, do the ice breaking and, just make them comfortable when they start speaking. Don't speak about your problem. First, just let me know who you are. Okay, what do you like? What is your favorite color? Which is your favorite song?
To make them comfortable.
Yeah. They come into the, like, okay, there's no pressure on me that, that I have to open up now only. So once they trust you, the trust has built up now, then they will gradually, start speaking on their own. Okay, this is the problem I'm facing at the moment. How can you help me? So that's how it goes.
Wow. So since you are in Abu Dhabi, or since you are in the Gulf, when you came from India, did you face any ups and downs? Like, as you are a psychologist and you are telling that ladies who are well settled, well educated in their home country, but when they came here, so this happened to you?
This has happened to me. That's why it's coming from personal experience, and I have seen it with my friends and a lot of acquaintances. They come to me and tell me, because I have a habit, of speaking to a lot of people. Even if I'm standing in the queue, I will make friends and I will stop talking to them. So that's how I have come to know. No, this is the very common scenario in not even in Gulf. Whenever you're moving to another country, because that country is new to you and you're not comfortable there.
And you don't know the place. The place don't know you.
Exactly. The new culture, new work environment, and everything is there. So when I moved to Muscat, when I married, at that time it was not there in my mind that I want to work or something like that. I was happy that, okay, I got a break from my work, because after a long time I took a break. But after a while, it waits off. Okay, then you want to do something. Okay, fine. Now is the time that I should focus on my career. But there were no avenues. And as I told you, for us as an artist, or for a sculpture especially, painting you can make anywhere. Sculpture, you need a proper studio, because I had done masters in metal casting. For metal casting, if you don't have a proper studio, you can't do the metal casting at home. And I thought, my career is gone now. What will I do? Because there is nothing here in my career. And I struggled a lot. And because of that, mental disturbances, mental issues started arising. And that's why I'm saying my journey is beautiful. I had been through that. That's why I have the, I'm grateful that I went through that thing, so that I have the power to empathize with the other person now. Because I had felt it myself, and how I came over it.
See, you are the example for all the women. So, Bharvi, as a psychologist, describe yourself in 3 words.
As a psychologist,
Yeah.
okay, an empath. 3 words, it's too short actually. Okay, confident.
Wow.
And giving.
Wow, that's great. So now let's move from your professional life to your personal life. Tell us about your family.
My family, I have 2 amazing kids. One daughter, she is in grade 8, and a son who is in grade 3. And my husband, of course, is very small, nuclear family here. But in my sister, she's settled in Bangkok.
Wow.
And my brother he's in Jaipur, and my father is there, my hubby is there, and of course my in-laws, my sister-in-law and her husband, and that's a huge family and a very close-knit family, and we love each other, and they always support me, they motivate me, they always believe in me. Okay, you can do it, go ahead.
Wow.
So they are my powerhouse.
That's great. That's a blessing.
Yes, that's a huge
So,
blessing.
what is your daily routine? And how do you balance your work life and your personal life?
Okay. See, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I do the household chores like packing the lunch boxes, so my lunch boxes are there, and breakfast and all those things, the routine thing, usual housewife does. And then my kids are gone, then my husband goes to office, and then I start doing some prayers and all. I do meditation and a little bit of yoga if I do get the time. So I give myself 1 hour in the morning once everybody has left, and then I have my first cup of coffee, relax for some time, and then I will start doing my work. If I have an appointment, if I have a talk, or if I'm leading a training, a lot of things keep on going on. So I will finish off my work, whatever is there, then my cleaner will come, and then I read a lot in between, and if I have seen a patient, I have to do a lot of write-up over there, and I have written a book also on neurodevelopmental disorders. And that needs time, so right now I'm working on another book as well. So I divide my time, this is the time for my patients, this is the time for my family, and this is the time for myself and for writing or the training and all. Then my kids come, I take care of them for some time, and if I have a training or a talk at that time, I usually don't take patients after my kids come, because it becomes difficult. But if I have a talk, because talks are generally, the trainings happen because people are free only after that, in the evening. So my trainings happen in the evening, and
Then how do you do this training? Online or?
Yes, online.
Okay.
Yeah, all my work is online. Most of my work is online only.
Okay.
And once I'm done, then I focus on their studies, what they have done during the school and all.
Wow.
And then dinner time, and after that we chit chat a little. 9 o'clock we will switch off our mobile phones.
Okay, wow.
And we go to bed. And that is the most beautiful time of the day. I really enjoy with my kids, because there is no distraction of TV for them or playing, and they have wind up and they are relaxed, and now they want to talk what happened during the day, and whatever I want to converse with them, and whatever values I want to instill them in them, with the help of the stories I instill in them. I tell them a lot of stories, very short stories, not very long ones. So we get into that, and that's the time I enjoy the most. And then by 10 or 10:30 we go to sleep.
Wow, you are the great example for many women. Seriously, many women, you are a great example. So would you like to give a message to our viewers?
Definitely. All I want to say is that, like, if I can do it, so can you. Believe in yourself, love yourself. It is not just that only I am doing it. I see, in a lot of ladies, there is a lot of potential is there, and they are not realizing. And it doesn't matter if you're earning or you're not earning. What you are believing in yourself, have faith that you can do it. Even if it's a household work, professional work, or whatever. Your mental health is very important. Just take care of that. Thank you so much.
So आप हमारा शो देखते हो?
Yeah, I saw a few episodes.
So show से related any reviews?
I really, like one thing about your show is that you have given the opportunity to, for ladies to come and share their experiences, because they become the source of inspiration for other ladies, when they can do it. And a lot of times, they don't get the avenues to express themselves, what they have. And what we see, okay, she is this, okay, she is a psychologist, or she's working in an NMC, she's working in a NOC, XYZ. We just see the success. We just see the output. We don't know what the struggle they went through behind that. We don't know what the struggles they went through. And when we face struggles, we say we will never be able to do it. See, so many challenges are there. Right? So with your show, I really like that thing. You show every aspect of their life. So then it motivates the ladies, okay, if they can do it, I can also do it. Because challenges are there in everybody's life. Even I faced a lot of challenges because when you live in Gulf, you don't have a lot of parental helps. Your in-laws help, if they are not there to look after your kids or the household or to guide you about all the traditions which you have. There is a lack. So the responsibility lies on you only, that you have to look out after everything. And in today's world, I think there is a lot of pressure on ladies. It's not that you just have to, cook the food and give it and clean the house, you're done. No, today you have to see their mental health, physical health, extracurricular activities, and lot many aspects. They should be perfect in all the areas. I'm not like that. I just give them their personal space. I just ask them, okay, whichever activity you like, just take one or two, because you need to play also. Otherwise, if you're not playing, people take it for granted. The playing is okay. Studies are more important.
Yes.
I feel no, playing is equally important. I'm not saying that only playing. Yeah, that is very important.
So we are towards the end of the show. So before we end our show, we have one task for you, as you are a psychologist. So we have some riddles which I'll ask to you, and you have to answer them. So my first riddle: which is correct to say, the yolk of the egg is white or the yolk of the egg are white?
The yolk of the egg.
The yolk of the egg is white or the yolk of the egg are white?
Is white.
Correct? Sure? Egg yolks are yellow.
I thought you'd be asking me some serious questions. I didn't even know.
ग्रामर क्यों पूछ रहे हैं?
That's what I was also wondering,
So my second question is, if you were running a race and you pass the person in second place, what place would you be in now?
Okay, you pass the second person in race.
You pass the person in second place. Okay. So what place would you be in now?
First? No, I'm sure I'm wrong. Please delete this part. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to delete. You have to answer.
Second?
You pass the person in second place, not first.
Mm-hmm.
So you are on the first place, no?
So I said first.
Yeah. So you have to be confident. So my third question: what word in the English language is always spelled incorrectly?
Incorrectly.
Yeah.
Incorrectly.
Correct. Correct. My fourth question.
Stop it, man.
There are five riddles.
Okay.
So my fourth: what has ring but no finger?
What has ring but no
What
finger?
has ring but no finger?
Ring.
No?
Ring.
Telephone.
Ah. I'm not good with riddles, I'm telling you.
Earring also. Finger कहाँ होती है?
Yeah, exactly. Ring में भी ring होती है ना. Finger कहाँ है?
Earring में भी ring कहाँ होती है? I mean finger कहाँ होती है? Earring में भी.
Exactly. Earring में भी नहीं होती. Ring में भी ring ही है, सिर्फ finger नहीं है.
You didn't answer.
होती है ना, ring में तो finger होती है.
नहीं, मैंने बता रहा तुम्हें तो कहाँ finger है यार?
My last question: what can fly but has no wings?
I'm bad with riddles. Balloon? Balloon, no. It can fly. Time. Okay.
So thank you so much, Bharvi. Thank you so much for coming in our show. Let's end this show. See you in our next episode with our new guest. Till then, do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Beauty and Beyond. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you.